In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, so I added the explosions since people said I needed some explosions, so I had to add a little something in there.
Yeah, I must say
let me
that
take a look.
Fire, I'll give you that.
Yeah, it kind of kicked off a little something. So thanks for what's it, Majin? How do I say that?
Just yeah, it's Mudgeon. It's like it's a DBZ reference.
Mudgeon.
It's not my real name.
Mudgeon. Okay, Mudgeon. I don't, as long as I just know how to say it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Mudgeon, thanks for joining me. And I see, let's check out people over here on the side. We got Rojas's and Next Level's raid where they've just finished their show and they've sent people over here. So we had the numerous, we had the people that were already here, then the people he sent over, they sent over here. So thanks for everyone joining in. Hold on a second.
Yes, thanks for having me, by the way.
Oh, my pleasure, my pleasure. So, so we got that going on. Sorry, let's take a look at. I'm getting sent a message on Telegram, trying to keep up. So thanks for everyone joining. Luis, thanks for joining. Mike, James, Shinobi, one of the guys that's worked on a theme for Shadow. So for people that use Shadow, Steve, I hope I answered your question about the CAPTCHA. So yeah, I've answered that. Jason, thanks for joining here. Red, I'm not going to say the full name because I get hit with it. That's a slang. Red Lantern, thanks for joining. Again, Rojas, Next Level, Canuck, Mac, Canuck Mark, thank you for joining us. Charles, Roland, Trooper, as always, watching and promoting the channel all over the place. Thank you for that. Connor, Trevor, Canuck Gal. It'd be nice to have Canuck Gal on here one day. Canuck Gal, you can come join us one day. So Jason, thanks for joining. Sohil, thank you for joining. V-Stag, thank you. Michael, Mr. E, Eddie, Bob, and then Alban. He was the first one in here. So I try to say hey to all the people that especially if they jump in here and say hello. And this show is only because you guys watch me every week, even though I would just be sitting here by myself. It does make it good when we have some questions and I'm able to share some knowledge. And Mudgeon joined here. We're going to talk about a subject first because he's got some stuff to go do. So,
where are you seeing like the questions and comments, by the way, in the chat? So like if they have.
Okay, all right, because you're on your phone, so you may not be able to see it. Sometimes if you turn your phone a certain way, depends on like I think if you turn it sideways, you can't see it, but if you turn it this way, sometimes you'll see the questions
in chat and comments, right?
Yeah, it's on the chat. So you'll see the chat on the side, and you'll see the people. And I see Matrix has joined us. It's in time. Marvin has joined us. Jizz Planet's joined us. Hey, bud. James Burton's joined us. Kyle, Rogers. So I've got most of our Taylor and Country Swag. So we got a bunch of people in here. So thanks for everyone jumping in here. And you guys, if you missed the first part, you missed my intro. I added the explosions that people were asking for on the pirate ship. Kind of hacky, but I figured I tried to come up with something. So I will jump into this first. Usually we try to pussyfoot around at the beginning of the show to kind of before everyone gets in here. But since you got to go. So one of the first subjects that I was going to talk about today was Syncler or
Syncler is how I pronounce it.
Syncler? You call it Syncler? Yeah, I wasn't sure how you say it because it's Syncler. is
Like,
how you spell it. I will share my screen and I'll give you guys to share the tab so that people can see that they have a website. And so I will share that.
basically a
So you
clone
can,
and design website, kind of.
yes, yeah, and I was very reluctant to this APK. And people that know me and follow me, I'm not about people trying to make a lot of money off of users. And I wasn't sure when I first installed this, it will look like it was using the same base as Zion TV Zion.
It's
It
basically a
was using
clone. Like if you go into
yeah,
it, it looks exactly
yeah.
the same.
I mean, exactly. I mean, it's their template. I mean, it's their layout of the whole APK. That to me was flag number one, because I was like, someone's just grabbed their work. It's not like they created their own. So I was a little bit shaky on that at the beginning. And the other thing is there's not built-in scrapers on this. So that is one thing that's different from this than most of your other APKs. This does not have built-in scrapers. If for any of you guys that follow my videos in the past, I did some videos on Wacko or Waco, however you want to say that name, probably a year ago, if not over a year ago, when he first came out with that application for your phone is what it was used for the most part. And it used some of the features that's in Syncler. And at first I was like, I'm not sure about this. And after using it, I'm starting to see some good things about it. There is some things that still need to be worked on. I don't see it as a direct one-to-one clone it's not a one-to-one replacement for TV Zion. And the reason I say that is because most TV Zion users to me were new cord cutters or people that needed simple. You need a little bit. There's a little work to this, not a lot of work, but a little work. And I think that weeds out, let's say 30 or 40% of the people that were using TV Zion, because they actually have to do a little work or a little reading or research, which could be a good thing. And I did start off the bat, which was a flag to me and was maybe a little worrisome, was the paid service part of this. And I don't know. I'm always in this. I'm always honest with people. I try to be honest in how I feel about it without being a jerk. I wasn't sure how I felt about that. Now they are offering it free for this month. And they give you a code that you can use it, so you can use it without using a subscription and all the features and all the bells and whistles without it paying for it. We'll see what happens moving forward, how that all plays out. But it definitely, after using it today, I used it a lot. Now I've used it on and off this week because I had to work, so there's only days I could use it. I did find it a little bit better the later in the week once I figured about the packages. And I had used Helos with Wacko. So I used Helos with that. So I understood Helos. I understand the package program. I don't know how that works, because that's a way to separate an application and the scrapers. Kind of like Saren does. Saren does that. Saren has this add-on, and then like you can go get the packages so that you have some scrapers. But
I think I'm kind of cutting up.
I got you. I hear you. You there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure
so that is one difference. My dog. I don't think is my mic kicking out or just yours?
I'm not sure.
I don't know. What? I'll look over here, Canuck Gal, and if I hear his kind of giving a click, but it's not going out. So that is the difference with this APK, is that you have to install these packages, which is through Helos, and do that kind of stuff. So I will ask. I will go ahead and so Mudgeon.
Yo.
So your thoughts now? You're not a developer of this. You're just an end user. but you try to help people.
Yeah, so I
So
did make a Telegram group, and it's like going
Mhm.
whatever.
Mhm.
So I can speak to my personal experience with using this
Yep.
app. It basically does feel like a one-to-one Zion clone, aside from just the providers thing. That's like the only difference to me so far. Like, and also the dev did mention that he basically retrieved source code or something like that. Like, I can't speak to if this is all true or not, because like, but I do know that Zion was like mainly kept like private, or like I'm not sure what the exact term is, like the opposite of like open source, where he's like
Mhm.
where it's all hidden and stuff. So he had to retrieve all this code and then try to make the app. Speaking to like the scrapers thing and Helios, so there is a little bit of controversy on that, because if you know, the Helios was originally an add-on for Wacko, right? And
Yep.
I
Yep.
think he actually did not give permission for it to be used in this app. So like there's like some like problems going on, and like the dev hasn't addressed this yet. So like we'll see. But I do want to give credit to the Helios dev originally, because he's
Mhm.
like, without him this app would not be here. And I do hope that like the dev will start to respect the Helios dev's wishes. So far, with my personal experience, like it's been working fine. For my devices on the Fire Stick, it's good. There are people with like several Androids, I think like some Shields, and mostly like a lot of the Formula devices don't work. So I think it had something to do with the common thing that we saw across all of them was that they all used ARM v7.8, something like that, for
Okay.
their like architecture, and that's why it wasn't working. The dev will address that too. So talking about the paid thing, I actually did not know that just the first month was free.
Well, yeah,
So
it
to
said
that,
October.
yeah, so honestly, yeah, I do agree with you there. Like, I don't think you should be charging for this until it's like a fully fledged working app, because like, as I mentioned, like it's hit or miss for like several Android devices and stuff. I think like when it's like finally stable, yeah, I wouldn't mind paying for it, but like it's too early to be asking for donations and like stuff like that. Like you said, we should like let the test of time run its course. The cool thing about the scrapers in this is that it's more like Kodi. I'm assuming like a lot of people in your stream already know and use Kodi with the add-ons and stuff. So it kind of puts it in like a gray area, like Kodi was, where Syncler can't be as easily taken down as Zion was, because Zion had Zebrid and things like that in its own code. So like it was like somewhat illegal to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one thing I like, or even if I don't like that, it's like kind of good news, because like it makes it seem like it won't get shut down anytime soon. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see what else.
And I've got this. You probably can't see it from your phone.
No, I can. I can.
All right. So I'm actually able to share my screen, and I've got this loaded up on one of my TiVo devices. And if I can get it to make sure that, there we go. So I'm going to go through some of the some of this, and you can see it, so that people can see it. I'm able to pull this up, and you can see the Syncler app. And if you use TV Zion, yes, it looks exactly like it. I mean, the same layout with the popular animation, comedy. One of the things that I noticed right off the bat that kind of threw me off is like, I'm not sure if this is actually going to be very well developed. All right, so on the top line, like this is airing. I think it was under when I went to movies. Let me go up here to movies. Because when I went to, maybe it's when you go, all right, so now this up next. Well, he must have fixed this, because one of the things I had seen when I was on the top line of any rows, that I could not access the side menu button or the side menu. It would just pull it up, but I couldn't go up and down on it. But it looks like it's fixed now. Let me
Yeah,
try it
people are
here.
mentioning that. I think it's
Yeah.
just weird. Like sometimes it'll work and sometimes it won't.
Yeah, and what I found that if I went one or two rows down, then I could, and you could see the side menu looks exactly like the Zion thing. One of the things, so if somebody's wanting to use this and they're like, "Hey, I want to just try this out, and I want to try it for free," this third here where it says Syncler, the plus, you click it and it's going to open up. Now you can see it, because see mine, it says it expires October 30th. So you can actually click it, and then you put in, what was it, S plus.
Yeah.
And if you do S plus, then it opens up the ability to use this app. I've got on mine, on this screen for people that's not full screen, and one of the reasons why that is because I'm using a capture device for me to share on the show. So I'm not able to show you the full screen. I'm only able to, I have to do it in like 800 by 600 so I don't get some buffering or get the screen to mess up. So you can see once you do that though, then you're able to go to the settings. And I went to settings, and as you said, where you're able to unlock the providers, and you can see the provider package, and you'll see once you unlock it, you're actually able to open this. And I opened up and added a package, which there's a URL, and this is that you're able to add. And in simplest terms, what this offers is it offers you to add your scrapers, because there's no scrapers in this application. With Helos and putting a certain URL in, you actually add your scrapers. And so if I click on the Helos, and what this will do is open up the website, I have to put my code in, and then I'm able to put, I have to put that code in into this website, and it basically allows me to add a server pack, a scraper pack. And you can see down here, it shows you I have a scraper pack. One of the things that I've noticed on this group, though, is do not add multiple packages, scraper packages.
If you want, I could try to explain that.
Yeah, right. Go ahead.
So like in TV Zion, right? Obviously, like he made all the scrapers himself, though, but he basically had it so like it would detect like duplicate scrapers and stuff, and it wouldn't try and rescrape it. But the way things are now, there's no way to like detect duplicates among different provider packages. So what happens is like when you let's say that you have like 3-4 duplicates of the same package and you're scraping, instead of just seeing that the site has already been scraped and a link has been pressed or like been added to the list, like it'll just keep scraping it. So sometimes it'll be like double or triple, and doing this now, like it causes like a lot of stress on the this is how Mook explained it to me, actually. Like he said it causes stress on the bandwidth or like something on the server. It's essentially like DDoSing them, where like you keep sending them requests for the link in like such a short amount of time when it's not even necessary. And then imagine on top of that, it's not just one people, like this misinformation has been spread like throughout. So it's not just one person, it's like hundreds, maybe like 50 people all doing it as well, right? So on that aspect, like it's probably gonna fuck it up. But hopefully, I think the dev will probably implement something to be able to like detect. If you go into the provider packages setting and you actually click on it, there's an option now for manage providers in this package. It's not fully it's not implemented yet, but it's going to be there in the future. So I assume when this comes out, it'll be able to like you'll either be able to turn them off yourself, or it'll just automatically turn off duplicates and things like that.
Yeah, and we talked about that. People that have followed my show, we've talked about that when somebody has, and they're like, well, I'm gonna grab every single scraper in the world and I'll throw them all in one pack, and then I'll have multiple. I'll have every link out there. But the problem, like you said, when you throw multiple packages in here, what happens is that you hit the same site over and over. So instead of hitting the site one time, you hit the site 4 times. You're not getting any more links. Even if your number goes up, you're not really getting true links. You're getting duplicate links. You're getting the same links. So yeah, exactly. I do think that's hopefully people work that out. I mean, I even made that mistake when I was messing with this. And I was messing with packages because numerous people releasing packages and this and that. And I had 2 or 3 packages, and I started looking. And unless you go in and actually manually remove them, majority of people are never going to do that. So you need to just use one package. I know right now there's one big list that a couple people, and most of the people that are putting these packages out are just regular people. They're creating these scraper lists.
Yeah, and I think that's the
from
beauty
other
of
things.
Which...
Yeah. and that's hopefully hopefully it's going to be community driven. One of the things that Dave posted over here that he wonders that he said his spidey senses was going off, and Dave, I'm with you on this. I actually said this earlier when me and Mudgeon were talking. I'm not 100% sold here. I mean, but I'm willing to give it a shake right now. I'm willing to give it a chance and see where it all plays out. I don't know where it's going to go. I don't think it's the Zion dev, because one of the things I think that and one of the reasons why why I don't suspect it's him is because I understand with the way that he got a letter, and the letter that people are given. When you're given that letter, you have to stop and of all stuff that has to do with this type of content, not just this one application, anything that's related to this kind of thing. And I know when all of our Noobs and Nerds guys got hit, and it said not just Noobs and Nerds and Bob and whatever other things they named in the thing, it said any other types or things related to this type of content was you could be prosecuted for things in the past as well in the future. So it puts you in a position where if you want to ignore your ACE letter or the ACE letter that your friends got or the people that your support staff got, you're going to put them in this. They're going to still be in jeopardy if you continue to work, no matter what you work on, if you're going to stay in this field. So that is something to be aware of, that people could possibly. But for the most part, some of the stuff I did like about this, you can link in your Debrid. So your Debrid or your premiumized or all that kind of stuff can go in there. Now that I have my Debrid information in here, I actually can pull up some of the stuff that I have in my cloud from Real Debrid. So that's kind of neat.
Yeah, if I can add on something to that.
Yep.
So I think a cool thing that's in here that wasn't in Zion is like there's a fully fledged cloud scraper now. I think if you go into content, you can see it, where under the Debrid cache, there's a setting for Debrid cloud now.
Yes,
so like when you were in Zion, sometimes it would like when you're scraping links, like it's hit or miss. Where like sometimes the cloud links will come up, and you will know if it's a cloud link by the icon. But now with this scraper, it's like a fully, because of how when Syncler first came out, it was only able to play cloud stuff. You had to actually just make this whole scraper from scratch. So I think that's really dope. Where like now you can just, if you use Wacko like myself, and you mentioned Wacko earlier with Helios. If I don't have anything, I'll just quickly go onto Wacko, use Helios, and just drop in like a movie or a season pack, and then I'll use the cloud scraper, and like I'll find it so much easier now. Where it's like, you just find a link on Seren and then just add it to your cloud.
Yeah, it does work. And I did notice that when you like in your Debrid manager, some of the other features that I thought were beneficial, and that was tracked. So you're able to add your tracked account to this, and you can look in here, your track services, your bridge, or premiumize, your all Debrid, all those can be added into this. And I will say that it works pretty quick. And it also does next episode, and let's see if I can pull up. Let's see here.
Like I must say, like Zion and like by extension Syncler, like to me, it's only second to Kodi. And the only reason like I would ever use this over Kodi, like with the nice ass skin, like fucking like Titan Benji or like Arctic Horizon or Mod, whatever, it's just because it's in an APK format like this. It's so lightweight that you can even use it on like a shitty device, like a first gen Fire Stick or like Android box. I think that is probably like its strongest point. And also, like you mentioned earlier, that's like it's like super easy for cord cutters when they don't have to do much work. It is a little bit harder now with having to do the provider packages, but I think it's kind of self-explanatory. And like if you join a Telegram group or even the Facebook or Discord or whatever, like people will help you find it so easily anyway.
Yeah, and there's some documents that you can get on it. So you can get some documents on it and read through it. It's not real hard, but I also think again, it's going to weed out some of those people that are not even willing to try. which not always a bad thing. One of the things here in on this, you can, where it has a cloud, it also has where you can click this, which will do an autoplay. I don't have mine. You can see mine's off. But if I had autoplay on, it will actually autoplay once it finds 5 links. It'll pick a link and go. And I did notice that it does next play, like it'll play the next episode. So if you turn on next episode and then you turned on this auto select, it would autoplay the next episode. So you can get that feel of the autoplay if you're wanting that.
Yeah, it's really dope. A little different from Shadow and Serendo is it doesn't do that pre-scraping thing where like it'll seamlessly play into the next episode. It'll open up the scraping window again. But again, like it scrapes pretty fast anyway. I don't think it's a big deal.
Yeah. Now I went through this and I didn't do nothing, so it scraped all of it. So it took its time on that. But because it would have auto played after 5 links, and again, this is something it's an APK. You're able to use this. And if someone that has used, if they've used Zion TV and if they're willing to do a little setup, you can get this to work. We'll see about what happens on the cost part of it, because they do have a club part of it. And there's no word on what the cost of that's going to be. And they did have a cost. If you go to the very beginning, I don't even remember what it was before I even signed up, did the S plus. I want to say it was something like $1 something or $2 a month. I mean, it wasn't a lot, but I was like, for something that I have no idea if it's going to work, I don't know if I'd be willing to pay.
I didn't see any mention of the price yet myself, but like I'm assuming like if he is going to start charging after a month, that is kind of like too early. But yeah, I didn't see it mention that, or it didn't mention it either. It's like I was under the assumption that after it expired, you could just use that S Plus code again. But like we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll
maybe. Yeah. We'll all find out come October 30th, because we'll all find out. And it does have some change in the customization and all kind. I do like a lot of the features that it has. I think it's something to kind of watch for. I think this is something that's going to rise up because people that are used to TV Zion, they're used to its look and its feel. And this plays right into it. I mean, it looks
definitely to keep your eye on.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same base, so it looks exactly the same. I do like that if you add your tracked account, and you can see where I was playing with this today. This is linked to some of my tracked account. So this is some of the stuff I've watched recently through tracked, and you can see that it's up here. If I go up here, I can actually click and change it from TMDB to tracked. And you can actually pull up. I can pull up my lists. So if you have a track lists, anybody that follows me, you know that I like reality TV. Here are some of my track lists. So you can link, if you link tracked into this, how you change that is to go up here. By default, it is TMDB, but if you go up there and click it, you can pull up tracked, and it will be your track list. So that was a pretty neat feature, I thought, that they added to it, and we'll see what this happens with it. And I know that there's.
I like that they have the featured list too, and also like if you go down to reality TV shows into your list and click on any of the shows, or like just any of the latest releases or something.
Oh, let me switch up. Come on up.
You can just go into latest releases down there, here. Like just anything. Yeah. So like click on like a movie or show. Like I do one function in this that I do like. It's like the menu where you can add to your watch list a collection directly, or you can reset the progress, things like that, or even mark it as watching. If you press the top one, mark as watching, it'll automatically go into your up next section as well, just like that.
Yep, there you go. There's the 60 days. Yeah.
Once you do have it set up, it's like I'm not sure what the right word is. It's like easy access. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It works pretty good. Like I said, the first couple days I tried it, I was like very skeptical.
Mm-hmm.
Very. Actually, people asked in my Streaming Matters group, I'm like, no, this is bullshit. Don't spend your money. Blah blah blah. Then I tried it the last couple days, and I'm like, okay, I see where they're trying to go with this. We're going to see where it plays out. But you're right about when you pull this up, you can see right here. I'm watching it, so it's there. I would have to click minus it, and yeah, you can go into your tracked collection or my tracked watch list. So it does offer some.
It feels like it's just another Cody skin. Like sometimes, that's what's cool about it as well. When
Yeah.
you're going through.
Yeah.
But so like I must
think
ask, like, would you prefer or recommend Cody to people?
I normally do. I mean, because most of the people I suggested to are people I know. So I'll suggest Cody, and more times than not, I'll go to them. I'll like go to them and I'll sit down with them for a few minutes, showing them how to use it. But I do know that there was some friends. The last person that came and brought me a Fire Stick, one of the person I work with, said, "Hey, will you set this up? I hear you can do it." I'm like, "Fine." So they came to my place. I set it up for them, and I actually installed Zion TV Zion for him. This is before he shut down. And I said, and so they used it. They loved it. They thought it was awesome. They put the real Debrid information. They weren't part of the club. They just put the real Debrid in, and they loved it. And like 2 weeks later, they shut down. And he was like, "What am I gonna do?" I was like, "I don't know. You can't stop these kind of things." But he was someone that was brand new to cord cutting and really liked it because it was easy to figure out. Most people that I show Cody, if I show them some one-on-one and I show them an add-on and say they do well with it, but it takes me just a little bit of me showing them. So yeah, it's to me it's that I don't know, Netflix look.
It's a Netflix feel too, where it's just easy.
And most cord cutters need that. It's like you can't give a baby, and not to put people down that are new cord cutters, you can't give baby solid foods. You got to give them some baby food, and once they build up a little bit, then you can give them a little bit softer or a little bit harder food. And that's just, I mean, that's the reality. Anybody that has tried to help a family member cut the cord, what I'm talking.
I can actually speak to that from a little bit of personal experience, right? So like I actually ventured into Cody, and like I was using skins like Oromon to kind of emulate the Netflix experience, and like I was like I kind of like messing with it and stuff, you know what I mean? So like I just had a lot of fun with Cody, messing with add-ons and stuff. But like, so my sister, she's older than me, but like she has the technical knowledge. It's just that she doesn't want to be bothered with having to set things up or learn how to do it, and like that's understandable. So like when I tried to make a build on Cody that looks like Netflix, but it was just too much with like the scraping windows and things like that. But I brought Zion, and like, oh man, like it was just so easy. But literally, like even like for your friend, like about 2-3 weeks later, it got shut down, and it was like fuck. And then Syncler came back out, and like now we're kind of a little happy with it again.
Yeah.
Also speaking to, I can't completely say this as facts, but I'm just gonna bring up the Zion Dev thing again. I think Evil Rate in the Telegram group mentioned that Zion Dev actually gave the okay. Like I can't say if this is 100% true or not, but this is what I heard. Apparently, he gave the okay to the apps going on, and also like you said, the thing with Ace, right? They're like a big conglomerate of like the major streaming companies like Netflix, Disney Plus, like like if they come for you, they're not playing. Like honestly, to me, like I can't see Syncler as being the same person as Zion, just because like it makes no sense. If it was really him, he would have just kept going with Zion, right?
Yeah, because he already had a cash flow coming in.
Exactly.
There was an income flow, and it's already established. And so if you cut it off and then try to restart it, it's never going to be the same as it was prior. One of the things, let's see, I saw someone ask me a question. Michael says, Todd, or the Butcher, would you recommend trying it out? I would recommend trying it out. Sure. No issue with trying it out. When you install it and you're going to click on I closed the window so you guys can't see it anymore, but you open it up. Once you install it, you're going to click the Syncler thing, and it's going to ask for a code, and you do S and a plus, and it's going to give you a month or 30 days up to October 30th, whatever they give you. Try it out. You're not spending any money, and as long as you have a Debrid service,
You'll be
it's
set.
not so bad. You will need to look into, and I will, if people message me, I will put you in contact with the Telegram group. I'm not going to post a lot of super link. I'm not going to put a lot of links out here because I don't want to be putting out those links. I mean, if you're going to try to find information, fine, you find information, but I'm not going to try to put it out there too much if in case guys don't want to be that information out there. But once you install the app, you go to the Syncler Plus and you click it, and then you do S Plus. It unlocks it so that you're able to install the packages. You find a URL, you put that URL in the packages. It's the easiest way. You can paste, but I'm not going to go into that. That you'll have to talk in the group about that, and then that's your scrapers.
Yeah,
And
I
try
mean,
it
I
out.
would recommend it. You might as well. I mean, you might as well try it now before he starts charging for it. That's what I would say. Try it now while it's free and still in the early stage. Before maybe even if it might get shut down or something, like you might as well just try it now while it's here.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I just know, and the reason why I tried it out, found it to not be too bad. I found it to worked well. I shouldn't say. I'm not trying to talk bad about it. It worked good. It worked good. I do see that there's some bugs and issues with it, but we'll see where it goes forward because we've talked about this in the past. It's easy to create an add-on or a build or whatever you create. It's easy to create it. Maintaining it's something different. So to maintain it is going to be completely different. So yeah, check it out, use it. And Dave is right about one thing. And again, I messed around with TV Zion before they closed down, and I was like, I could see why people like this. And I was not paying for the club. It was just me using it through Debrid. I could see why people liked it. It was easy. It was very, it worked, and it very easy to work. So I couldn't see that. So my feeling on that, and the same as Dave's, is if you're paying for a Debrid service, I'm not seeing why you're paying for some APKs and stuff.
Yeah,
there's so many options. There's so many options right now, y'all. So many. And that's why with me, what bugged me when people paid for TV Zion, I'm like, you're going to pay for TV Zion for the club, and you can only use it with TV Zion. But if you spent the same money with Real Debrid, I can use it with TV Zion. I can use it in any Kodi add-on. I can use it with how many other APKs, or I can go to their website directly and put the link there and actually watch it through their website or download it myself. So it's like, why would I spend money both ways?
I gotta make this pre-workout and then make moves soon. So I'll just like say a final 1-2.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Well, first of all, thanks for having me on, by the way. I do appreciate it. It was nice seeing your streams. Like, good luck with all your streaming and stuff. You have like a nice community here in the comments. Speaking to the... Oh, man, I lost my train of thought.
That happens.
Give me a second.
That's all right.
Fuck, man. I had a paper and pen. I wrote down some of the earlier points I had to. I will just say this, like, so to the paying thing, yeah, it doesn't make sense to pay for Real Debrid and premiumize and then like pay for something more, because the whole point of it with cord cutting and buying a Debrid service is you want to get it as cheap as possible. But putting aside the paying for Zion or Syncler, like, I will say that like it outclasses any other streaming APK by a mile, at least in my opinion. Like I mentioned earlier, the best thing after Zion is Kodi, just because like Kodi has so much possibilities with skinning, widgets, and all that type of stuff. Like you don't get widgets in any other kind of APK like you do in Zion. Other than that, like I guess that was like in my final thoughts. For like anyone on the fence about it, like my only thing is just try it out now before it starts being paid, because if you have nothing to lose, if you already have a Debrid service, you really have nothing to lose.
Yeah, you're right. And and again, this is brand new. Is it bugless? No. Does it work? Yes. Does it have potential? Yeah. Could it be gone next week? Sure. So, I'm trying to give everybody we're not overselling it. I'm not underselling it. I try to be as honest as I can about this. I think this is something new. I think a lot of people are going to jump on this bandwagon. And we've seen people, there's already been some infighting going on, but hopefully that sorts itself out. We'll see. But anytime anything's new, there's always some
some little bit of drama. Like, it is what it is. Hopefully, like, we just stay away from it and move on.
Just
anyway,
stay focused.
Thanks for having me, Dabs. I do really appreciate it.
Yeah. Hey, I know you had some other stuff you need to go do.
All right, man. Thanks a lot.
Take care. Thanks for coming on. Okay, guys. So that's that add-on. I was going to hold off on talking about that, but Syncler, check it out. I will actually put the website in my show notes because they've got a website, so you can check out their website. Check it out, and then if you want, send me a message or ask in my Streaming Matters Telegram group, and I will give you a link to their Telegram group, and then you can join their Telegram group and ask all kinds of questions in there. But I think it has potential. I'm not sold on it yet, and that was one of the reasons why I wanted to have someone from that circle, because I want to be fair about it. I didn't want to be one-sided, and I wanted to say, I got reservations, but I also have hopes that it's going to be something. So we're going to see how much. I'm going to try to run through some of these questions as you guys. Mook, I try to get Mook on here, so he's got some other stuff going on because Mook has been helping in there. Hey, Dave. And I'm going to talk about the watched APK next. That was another APK that has dropped this week. We're going to see. No idea who's creating that one. I don't know how long that's going to last. It's a very interesting APK. I know that it's racing up through KodiApps. And as I said, Dave posted in there, no one using Grid needs to pay for a sub. And that's my opinion. But again, people decide for yourself. Acer hypocrites. Amazon sells illegal services. Apple distributes piracy apps being targeted by. Yeah. And it's you got to think about with Ace, it's who's paying them. Who's paying them and who. They have to have a report card. Ace has got to have a report card that they have to show. Let's say, I don't want to say they're stockholders, but the people that put money in their pool. So you're talking all the major motion picture corporations and the cable and networks. They put their money in a pool, and then that pool of money goes to Ace, and Ace says, "Hey, we stopped X, Y, Z, and we stopped this and this and this. This is your money went here. We stopped these services," and they'll probably give a spreadsheet showing how many millions of people they stopped. So it's a checks and balance or an inventory that I'm sure that Ace has to show what they stopped. And they have to figure out what are the biggest things we want to stop. And again, if you're a big add-on, you're a big APK, you better be careful, because if you're a big target, they're going to knock you down. And we saw that with all the Kodi stuff. If you're a big add-on, you better watch it. And that was one of the reasons why when Blue and I, when we talked about gens and this and that, if you have 1,000 or 2,000 little add-ons, it's hard to take those down, but it's easy to take down if you've got 4 or 5 big ones that everyone's using. So just my thoughts. Let's see. All right. I had sent Blue may or may not be maybe. Oh, hold on a second. All right. So I sent a link to somebody else. So hold on a second, y'all. Let's see here. Let me take a look at try to catch up to your questions. Do you dig in my shirt? Hey, you like my shirt? This was my Halloween shirt. So, I'm again not as good as maybe Alban, who anybody that follows us on Wednesdays. So let's rolling down here. I saw builds are overrated. Yes. And I, being from a guy that is a builder, I have a build, but I don't care if people use it or don't use it. I don't care. I don't update it hardly ever. It has 4 add-ons in it, and but it works. That's all that matters is it works, and I don't have every bell and whistle, and I don't have plug into here and there. I don't have all these widgets, but you know what? That doesn't matter to me now. What I want is to click on something and it plays. That's what I care about. So my friends and family that use my build, that's what they want. They don't care about all the other stuff. There's a lot of people creating beautiful builds, and I can't knock their work. Their work is awesome, but that's not for me. What I want is to click it, it opens, it loads, it doesn't load up a ton of updates, and I'm ready to go. That's for me. What works for you works for you. What works for me works for me. A lot of people hit and miss on cinema. Some people like it, some people don't. Redneck, Shadow updates. Shadow will not be updated anymore. The developer of Shadow has decided that it is at its end of life cycle, that he has added all the features that he wants to add to it, and he's put it out there for whoever wants to take it and run with it. If you want to take it and fork it and change one thing in it and share it with everybody, fine. If you want to take it and fork it and change 10,000 things with it, fine. I think my thoughts on that is, I think it's an awesome template for people to use. Instead of using your Exodus template or some of those other templates, it's a great template. He may or may not do bug fixes, but he's not promised nothing. He says, maybe I'll come back every once in a while if there's some issues and I'll fix something. But he's not looking to make a lot of fixes. So DVD, is this you? I don't hear you. Dave has asked, has Ace actually prosecuted? You there? Not hearing you. Not hearing you, DVD. Wait. I'm hearing you now. I heard your voice. I heard you breathing.
Oh.
Yes. Yes. Now you're lighting a cigarette. I hear you. Do you hear me? I don't know. Dave asks, has Ace actually prosecuted anyone? It was not Ace that screwed Adam and others. True. No, Ace has not actually sued anybody. They send you letters. They threaten you. They'll come and visit you at your house or call you 100 times. Wait, now I'm hearing you. Are you hearing me through the YouTube channel or are you hearing me through here? I hear a delay.
Sound like
I'm not hearing you. You got bad internet.
Oh, you sound like R2D2, dude.
No, it's you that sounds like R2D2.
All right.
Unfuck your shit. It's like I'm hearing me, like little bits and pieces.
Yeah,
All right.
Can you hear me?
Now. Yep. Are you hearing me live or are you hearing me through YouTube? That makes me think YouTube.
Hello.
I just heard me through YouTube.
Can you hear me now?
I do, but I'm hearing myself 5 seconds later.
So what do I do?
You're on. You gotta
Can you hear me
close
now?
YouTube.
You gotta close YouTube.
Hang on.
You gotta close YouTube and just open up the StreamYard link.
Open up the StreamYard link.
All right, how's that? Good?
All right, test.
All right, test.
1 2 1 2.
No, I'm hearing me still.
It's your fault then.
It's not my. It's not my.
It's not my.
I'm just kidding, dude. What's up?
Your shit's fucked up.
Your shit's fucked up.
Dude, why, you gotta read my shit. Yeah, my shit's fucked up, right? I'm on my phone, bro.
That's probably the problem.
That's probably the problem.
Probably the problem. What's up?
I'm good. I have to mute me.
I'm
All right,
good.
so you
I
go
have
ahead
to,
and
I have
talk.
to mute me. All right, so you go ahead and talk.
No, just put me on the fucking spot, why don't you? All right. Well, I see things haven't changed.
No.
Been a while. You're frozen right now. You should see your stance right now. Your hands are out. All right, stop.
All right, so wait,
Dude,
I'm not hearing the echo no more.
All right, so wait, I'm not hearing
Wait,
the echo
now,
no more.
now I am.
Okay.
Wait, now I am.
I fixed it.
No, what? Did you?
No, what? Did you?
Yeah, you gotta close your browser.
My browser.
But
My
anyways,
browser.
Look
yeah,
at
it's
wait.
on you, dude.
Look
F
at
you.
You
F you.
dropped the ball.
F you. F you.
F you. Watch.
F you.
Watch
Watch.
how your little
Watch how
icon.
your little icon.
See, it's pulsing.
See, it's pulsing.
You're
That means
pulsing.
it's coming from you.
That means it's coming from you.
I know. So what do I do, dude? Who cares?
I don't-
Anyways, should hear me
I
twice.
don't-
So I can't talk,
So I can't talk,
which is impossible.
No, you can talk.
which is impossible.
I just want to know, like, what? It's not changed? This is all the same shit as last time. Right? What are you drinking?
Bear.
Bear.
Hey, what are you drinking?
Cheers up.
Drink.
All right, ready? And go. You win because you froze. That's bullshit. Your camera froze, and it looked like you're still drinking.
They're gone.
They're gone.
All right, so do you have YouTube
But anyway-
open also?
So you have YouTube open also?
Huh?
Do you have YouTube open also?
No. Hang on. I'll make sure.
Yeah.
Close every.
Double check. See, this sounds like some of the stuff that I would have with Albin.
See, this
This is the kind of issues I had all the time.
This is the kind of issues I had all the time.
All right. Nothing is open.
Test. All right, nothing else.
All right, test. All right, nothing else.
Nope.
I'm still hearing me.
I'm still hearing me.
Who cares, dude? All right. What's up?
Look at everyone saying double echo
Look at
burps.
everyone's saying double echo burps.
Dude, I totally just burped. Like, lucky it came out of that end.
Yeah, it's picking up your speaker. All right,
Yeah,
so
it's
do
picking
this.
up your speaker. All right, so do this.
All
Turn
right.
off your
Maybe.
speaker
What if
and
I
hold
just?
it
Turn
to
off
your
your
ear.
speaker and hold it to your ear.
Hello?
All right, test. 1, 2. Fucking A. There we go. There we go.
There we go.
All right.
There we
Wait.
go. All right.
No, now
Wait.
you did it again.
No.
You did it again. You turn the speaker back on. Now you're muted. Now don't hear me. Andrew says the geezer needs to put a head.
Oh.
The geezer needs to put a headphones on.
Oh my God.
So all right, so hey, this is all good. DVD, hopefully if you get a headset or just something, because we're it's just picking up the headset, so we're picking up the mic. Shadow, so there will be no more developments or no updates to Shadow. Not to say that Shadow's gonna stop working, y'all. It's gonna continue to work. He added this week, he added the Venom scrapers to the package. So you can turn those on or off. So it has Venom, the crew, open scrapers, and something else. It's like 4 scraper packages. So if you don't like just the scrapers that are in Shadow, you actually can turn on or off any of those other scrapers. So that's out there. Okay, so we got that going on. So we got that. Hold on a second here. All right, so we got that. A couple things for you guys. If you're a Verizon phone user, all right, here comes the old geezer. So if you have Verizon, hold on, it's not ready yet. If you have Verizon, you might want to check to see if you can change your package. If you can change your package, maybe your bill goes up or down. I'm not sure, but you'll be able to get you're still echoing. So you'll be able to get ESPN Plus, Disney, and Hulu for free. So if you have Verizon and an unlimited package, you may want to check that out because you may be able to get those 3 services for free. Well, my bill actually went down $5 because of the package I had before. So if you have Verizon, you may want to go to the website, click, do whatever, see what package you have, what package, if you change your package, you may be able to get ESPN Plus, Disney, which I had that from since last year anyways, for free, and Hulu for free. So you may want to check that out. Okay. Venom. All right. So one of the people said Venom. Okay. So let me say this on Venom. So Fen, F-E-N, and Venom were 2 different add-ons. They were using open scrapers, which nobody is updating open scrapers anymore. So what they did is they created their own. Oh, no. Ow. Wrong beer. So they created their own scraper system that's called Venom. F-E-N-O-M. And if you have that scraper system, so now they're not using open scrapers, they're actually using that scrapers. So when people say Fen or Venom, that's how you'll get either one of those 2 to work. Yes. Now are you working? I'm not hearing myself as bad. Not as bad. I don't hear you at all now. DVD geezer, your shit is messed up. And now he's outside.
What up?
Hey, we're gonna replay this. Hey, did we rewind this? Did we rewind? Let's see, Dave, does anyone want to buy a .edu email account? Yeah, well, you got, we've got, Prime Days are coming. You guys need to check that out. So if you have Fen or Venom and you had those 2, either one of those 2, they have now using a new module pack and a whole new thing. So you're going to see an update to that. Shadow added that scraper pack, which is basically open scrapers right now. But they're supposedly going to continue to update them. All right, let me go. Hey, Weezer's back.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. And I hear.
All right. Are you echoing?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
What do you want me to do, dude?
You have a headset?
I live in bumfuckville. Yeah, no man's land.
You have like
dude.
this, like these little things. See, even old people got these.
Really?
Plug that into your fucking phone.
All right. Why you gotta be such a dick, dude?
Because I work with this all the time. People say I'm a dick all the time, and I have to actually prove them that they're correct. I can get a list of people.
You sound like R2D2.
All right. Hey, there's more people that dislike me than dislike you.
I doubt it, dude.
I'm working on it.
All right, ready?
All right.
Is that
I'm
better?
listening. Yes. I don't hear me.
Oh God.
Holy shit! It only took like 20 minutes. You know, I'm sorry, y'all. He's only about like 80 years old, and he's like he had a walker, and so.
All right, you know what? Like, just leave my fucking handicap out old ass alone, dude. That's bogus.
Look at hey
Look at
hey
that.
Albin. Hey, Albin knows about this because when Albin was on my or on the Wednesday show, oh man, we rode him hard about that. We rode him
You're the
hard.
one in the dude. You remember last time we were on the show? Yeah.
Oh, I was damn.
You told my homie Tan to sit down. You hurt my feelings, bro.
Oh,
You
oh
hurt
my gosh,
right there.
that wasn't even on purpose. That
Dude, I know it wasn't, but you hurt my feelings, bro.
That was in anybody that. All right, so I love Tan, but that wasn't even on purpose.
Dude,
that was just us fucking around. And
Tan is a man, dude. Tan is
it
awesome,
rolled
and
out.
you totally was like, you was a dick. You're a dick. I want you to say I'm sorry to Tan right now.
I'm sorry, Tan. That was wrong, and I did.
Yeah, dude.
And it was.
That's the only reason I came on right now, just to make sure that you owned up to being a dick.
Yeah, I was, and that's why probably a lot of people hate me. I got a whole.
Nah, people got you, hate you for a whole nother reason.
Yeah, that don't matter.
It's your legs, bro.
Whoa! People seem. So Patsy says we're at the bar. So Patsy, I'm sorry, we're just messing around.
Yeah, we're just playing.
So a lot of stuff going on. Some of the couple things. Oh, and I forgot to pull in Snap Dog. All right. Oh man, I'm sorry. Plex or Penn. I forgot to invite Penn because I was going to have him talk to us about Plex, Jellyfin, and Plex, Jellyfin, Emby. Now, do you use any of those? Oh, geezer.
Who?
You. Do you use any of those? Oh, of course.
No, I use Netflix, bro.
Yeah, hey, you're Netflix. I know you're probably Netflix. Yeah, I figured you.
No, I'm just playing. No, I don't know. I was just wondering about the last was that an APK? That was the APK, right?
Yep, that was an APK.
Yeah, so that was a fork of Zion, is what you said.
TV Zion, yeah. I mean, they use the base. It's technically not a fork.
Right. Well, no, it's. I mean, it's a template.
I guess it is a fork.
Right. I mean, that's how you. I mean, most everything is a fork, correct? At this point.
Yeah.
I mean, the last genuine thing was what? The gen template?
Well, no, I'll say Shadow, because if you look at Shadow, he wrote it up. It's
from
not
scratch, dude.
It's not.
That's good.
Hey, take a look at his default pie, which is 14,000 lines long.
Nice.
I mean, it's unlike if people are like, oh, it's just a fork Exodus. No, it's not.
That's what that means. That means it was an OG. That was an OG. That came out. That came out. He snuck out.
Yeah, he's
shit.
and I'm telling you, if you check that out, it is completely different than anything else you've used. It's like, wow, okay, he's doing this differently and quick.
Right, and I'm not even hating on a fork. Like nobody should hate on a fork. Like people with initiative, they have to do it. Like just do it. Like we can't all do it.
Yeah.
Where's your add-on?
Oh no, I quit. No add-ons. No add-ons. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, after my friends all got in trouble, no, I'm done. I'll do this. I'll help people. one-on-one. If you want some help, sure, I'll give you some help. I'll give you some advice. I'll direct you. I will encourage you. I will give you advice. But will I create something and put it in a repo on my name? Because no. It's too easy for me to get taken down. If I had no YouTube and I had nothing, and yeah, maybe I would. But I feel like I can help more people like this. Maybe I would. I mean, I feel like I can help more people like this than I can if I create an add-on. Because an add-on is just people. You're here today, gone tomorrow. They don't care. So
exactly.
So I sent a link, and I apologize.
at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, it doesn't. I don't know. I just watched from the outside. I just figured like that was obviously an APK that was forked, and just like everything with even Kodi, like everything is like recycled. But if there's, which isn't bad, please continue, fork it, recycle it, keep it going. Not all of us can sit and like do it and get hit numerous times.
Yeah. And the thing is that maybe someone's going to add something new. You never know. You never know when someone might get encouraged, like they work, like let's say they fork an Exodus. Let's just say that. So they create an Exodus.
Let's just say that as if it hasn't been done a million times.
Let's just say if it happened.
Go ahead. Yep. All right. If it were to happen again.
If it happened in a
is it that big of a deal?
But if they did it, maybe they would get encouraged and they actually say, you know what, I think I'll actually learn some Python code. Maybe I want to create something.
Right, and you're right.
And they could.
And it is like climbing to the top of this mysterious mountain that it's called Ace. And just, continue it. Otherwise, who else is going to do it?
Yeah, right.
I assure you, it ain't me. Ain't anybody I know. Right? Like,
too many of us. Too many of us. You've been on the backside of the pressure of the situation of getting in trouble, and it's not worth it. Yep. I mean, you're like, but the thing is that I've said it's like, I don't want to say make it sound bad, but like a bunch of cockroaches. If you have enough cockroaches, Ace can only smack so many of them.
You're exactly right.
Multiplying. So they're only going to hit the big ones that they can try to hit. And we'll keep going. Keep doing our thing.
All right. You're exactly that. It's just like last time when we did Drunken Kodi. And we talked about it. They have to, it's their job. They get paid to do that. If they killed it all, they're not going to make no money anymore. Like, they're not going to get paid anymore. And they're not going to kill it all either. Whatever, who cares? But, when you've been served multiple times, like, that's a wrap. And you just watch everybody. But I just hate to see everyone, like, it's always the same thing. You're copying all of this. You're forking that. You know what? Everybody's forking something. The OGs back in the day are gone. They're gone.
Yeah. Well,
think about it.
Well, UK.
Think about all these people you don't see no more.
No. There is
because they ain't no dummies.
No.
They left it out there for everyone else.
Right, and it's out there. You remember when people used to argue about it, and they're like, "Why don't you fight Ace? If you just fight them, they're not going to take you to court." Blah blah blah. So the problem is that so Ace the lawyers have enough money in time to eat you up, even if they don't win the case. Let's say they can't win the case. They just got to take you to court how many times? They just have to keep pulling you in, make you pay for a lawyer. And you're doing something for free, or maybe even if you have an APK, you're making a little bit of money, but you're not making a lot. You're making some. You're going to pay for a lawyer over and over and over? You're not. All right, so hey, all right, I got another. None. So we've got an APK.
How many times have I been served?
I don't know. I don't know. That's something you want to share or not share? No.
Yeah,
twice.
Okay.
All right. So
with my family in the house.
You learned a lesson.
No, not really. Not like no. You look at it like I'm saying like I learned a lesson. Like as far as what I was doing when I was doing for me, it wasn't like to pat myself on the back. It was to try to keep something going that I believed in. You know what I'm saying? Like it.
Yeah, I got you.
A lot of people do it. A lot of people do it to like, oh, I'm Mr. Popularity now. I assure you, popularity is the last thing you fucking want. Yeah. But I did it to try to like just. It's really simple. Honestly, it's super simple. Fork it. fork whatever, do whatever, keep it going. It's your job now, because those of us have been hit. Fuck, like I'm not going to jail for this.
Mm-hmm.
When you got to step away, you realize you have to step away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and those that are watching and like don't appreciate shit, yeah, in the comments, people who don't appreciate it and expect it, like that's whack to me. Like, why don't you step up now?
Yeah.
Hey, what's
And
up,
I've
everybody?
hey Penn, I've also said it numerous times about people when I've said about certain add-ons finished or a certain group has finished. I said they carried the baton a certain distance. They carried the baton and they did what they could for a certain time. And it's
All right, and then
now
they
it's
gotta
time
go,
for
and
the
then
next
all of a
person.
sudden, all
This
right,
next
and then like
Yeah.
those people like that go and like look at all the people that have came and gone, and
Yeah.
those people, they just everyone just forgets about them. Like that person, they carried the torch, dude.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's time for other people to do it. Just do it. But as I see, Cody is still the same, and everyone hates on forking or doing whatever.
Yeah.
Like that
Yeah.
motherfucker before that probably forked it.
Probably.
Like, really? Come on, dude.
Yeah, just you're right. And I've told numerous friends of mine that they'll create an add-on. I said, protect yourself. Don't have a GitHub in your name. Don't have a server in your name. Put barriers between you and if someone was looking for you. Put numerous barriers between you and that person or place so they can find you. That's all I'm telling people. Create what you want. Protect yourself. And almost every single person that I've talked to that creates an add-on, I pat them on the back, but the second thing I say to them, protect yourself. Protect yourself. Make sure there's no server in your name. Make sure there's no GitHub in your name. Make sure there's nothing that can tie you back to that if someone decided to try to track down that.
Because all you're gonna get is a piece of paper.
Yeah, and it's a pain and it's a hassle. So all right, so all right. Go ahead.
Who's in now? Is it just me?
Penn is in here. Who
Penn.
I was gonna
What's up?
Penn. I was going
How you
to
doing,
talk.
Penn?
Hey, how you doing?
Penn, this is
I'm Geezer.
He's Geezer.
Nice to meet you.
He's an old.
Nice to meet you too.
All right, so Geezer. He's an old
Geezer.
School guy. He's been around a while.
Handicap parking spot alone.
He has it. He has it on his. He doesn't have it just on his mirror. He actually has it on his bumper sticker. So
I have a tattoo on
he
my body.
pulls right up. He doesn't. It's not even the thing he hangs on the mirror. He's able to actually. He's got it on the bumper sticker. Or on the
What's
license
up, man? What are you doing? Ben.
Hey, what's up?
What are you doing?
Sorry, my headset is a little low. Let me turn it up a little bit. Having some bit of audio issues.
Oh shit, he done turned it up.
Yeah.
All right, hey.
So Penn has a YouTube channel, does a lot of showing people how to do cutting the cord and to do things a little bit different. He's not chasing any APKs. He's not chasing your add-ons. He is not doing any of those kind of things. He's showing you how to be independent and how to self-sufficient a lot on streaming. And am I right or wrong, Penn? I mean, I don't want to try to.
Oh yeah, like you hit it right on the nail. Like on my channel, like I teach specific ways on like cutting the cable cord, and like I present like elegant solutions and different ideas in terms of building up your server and with a low cost. You know, not really going too much into the budget or breaking the bank. It's more about efficiency with me. And so like that's what I teach. Like it's really all about control and getting that aspect of uniqueness, you know, for your server. And I push out content dealing with that.
Penn, I will definitely. We're going to cover Wait, all right, so Geezer left. We're gonna cover Plex and Jellyfin and stuff, and it's just a second, because that's one of the reasons why I want to have you on just for a second, so we can do some. I have some links about some comparisons.
Okay.
So the first thing I wanted to get in, because I've had this up on the screen, is watch.com. And I'm not sure if you had pulled up watch.com or if you've looked at this.
Yes, I have to watch APK on the ship.
Yeah. And I'm gonna pull this up. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen on this, y'all.
Okay.
This is an APK. I don't know how long this mug's gonna be around. We'll see. Hold on a second here. Yeah, I'm sharing. So let me. Oh wait, wrong screen there, folks. Let's see. Share application. Monday. All right. So let me see. Wake this up. All right. Let's see. Did it wake up? All right. See, the bad thing is this is giving me that only a certain space. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just share. I'll share this part because it's not sharing my full screen. I'm not sure. Because I was trying to get rid of the it had a flicker in it, so I got rid of the flicker, but now it's just only so big. Let me do one thing. Let's go to. All right. Well, I guess I got the flicker. Let me take a look. How's that looking on the?
Oh yeah, it's still.
Yeah, it's flickering bad, and it's only small size too. All right. Let me go back to the 600, the 800 by 600. So it's still a little. That's close.
Yeah, I mean,
that's close.
Plays it better, but yeah.
All right, so we can see that. Okay, so I installed this, and I will post. You actually guys saw the watch.com website, and I downloaded this APK. So we're gonna go here. Dang it! Hold on a second. Let me try to.
Oh, while he's doing that, hello to everybody that's watching in the chat. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get for some reason with my TiVo device, I'm only able to get the screen to be so big, and I have no idea why that it won't be full screen. And that's full screen right there. I don't know why. Okay, so let me go to here. So so you guys can see this is the watched APK. I've installed it. I've known about this for about a week to 2 weeks. I didn't talk about it because I was hoping that nobody would find out. But now that it's on KodiApps and it's like the 3rd or 4th most popular APK, yeah, I guess that the cat's out of the bag on this. So it does offer Windows application. I found the Windows application not to work well at all.
Really?
Whenever I tried to pull a link, the link would never open.
Wow.
I was using Firefox and my link never opened. So I don't know what I was doing wrong. So one of the things, if you install this, it goes back to the bundle or the packages or the scrapers that we talked about in the other add-on that we talked about with Syncler. We talked about that. So you're going to have to add this, and you have to add a URL HTTP. Whoa.
Oh yeah, you got a queue at the beginning.
Yeah, clicking the buttons too quick.
Yeah, Sharon, you're right. It's been a bit though. Like I hardly I think the last time I checked it out was when we did it on the live show, like maybe like a month or so back.
So you guys were talking about this a month ago.
We showed this quite a few times on live, back and forth on Ken and Sharon show. But yeah,
Really? Yeah, I found out. It's been a couple weeks ago. We found out about it, and I didn't tell nobody because I was like, I keep it quiet.
yeah. I mean, I checked it out when it first dropped, and I saw like the news channel didn't have any buffering. I don't know how stable it is now.
It was actually working really well. As of a few days ago, I was messing with it. Did I type in? Is it .com or oh shoot, I might have.
Or it's a,
Is it .tv?
hold on.
No, it's not. It's .to. My bad.
Yeah.
My bad. It's to. All right, so I typed in the wrong URL. I'm sorry. So y'all, let me go here. So it's it's hoo-hoo, whatever hoo-hoo means. I don't know.
.to.
Yeah, to. My mistake. See, this is where Blue would say this is part you need to edit out. It's a live show. So, and you're not editing this out. And I saw this popped up on KodiApps, and that was the only reason why I was like, well, cat's out of the bag on this one. The live channels are really good. I don't know. How did you find?
I mean, the live channels, I only checked out like a few news sources, but it was running fine. First time I tried it out. Didn't experience any buffering, anything. They worked, came up in a decent amount of time.
Yep. Only time I found issues was and I'm as we're talking, I'm just scrolling down. You guys can see the letters I'm on. I mean, and I'm just clicking. I found that some of the channels were not correct. So when I was looking at Discovery, it was giving me Lifetime or something like that. But other than that, I've found it to be flawless. So I'm going to go to dashboard, and we're going to go down here because I'm not going to play a link. We'll go down here to trending TV shows, and I don't expect this to be around long. That's just, I don't want to say my professional opinion, but my opinion, this is not going to be around long. It's too good to be around long. Just, once this gets out, there's no charge to this, and I'm waiting. I have not seen the website say anything about charge.
Well, see, here's the thing, and this is why us YouTubers / content creators, we tell people to get a backup because of situations that can occur. If a source goes down, then you should have a proper backup in place to make sure you're covered. And
this is without real Debrid. You're not using any Debrid services. I shouldn't say real Debrid. I should say Debrid services because that could cover all Debrid, Premium Eyes, Link, Snappy, whatever. Mm-hmm. This is without, and this will play. I'll say 90 to 80% of these links play. I don't know now. Have you figured out what the vegetable or fruit stands for?
I have no clue because I don't use the app.
Because I was thinking,
I don't use the app at all.
Because I was thinking, does it have to stand for like the quality of the link? Because all right, so you guys can see. All right, now I've got France. So this server's in France. I've got, what is that? I don't know. Is that a cabbage? And then I got cherries in France.
That's
I got, I think a green. Is that a green bean or okra? I'm not sure. I know that's garlic, I think, or turnip. Garlic. I think it's garlic. But I don't know what the thing stands for. So I'll just show you guys. So let's just say it's real weird because there's no explanation to this. You guys could. I'm just. All right. So let's go to Mulan, and you'll see the same things. And it's going to be different fruits. There'll be all kinds of stuff. So look at this one it's got I say garlic, and then okra, Look at Roger says eggplant
Like me.
means Willie. I'm pretty sure means Willie. What's
Oh,
right.
Sharon mentioned different country / quality. You know,
Well, no, but the thing is that all right. So when we look at that, hold on a second. I hit my mouse. Oh, dang it! Did I move? How did I move my? But see, it's not showing. See, now I'm not seeing the country because I dropped my remote. See, I can't see the remote. I can't see the country. So let me move that again, y'all. Let's move this over. Can you see the country?
I'm still seeing the same.
No. Dang it. Hold on. Let me. The bandit cam. I hate you.
Yeah.
See, it's not showing me.
Okay, now it just zoomed in, like super close.
All right, hold on a second. Let me get rid of full screen. All right, let's see. I can't get it to be the right. This Bandicam and me using this TiVo device, so I can see the servers, right?
Yeah.
Now, if I move it over, can you see the countries?
Oh, okay. Now I can. Okay.
All right, let me try to get it just to where I can see the countries. Tell me when the country's on the left-hand side or the right-hand side.
All right. Well, you gotta keep going to the left. Keep going. Still some more. Right there. That's fine.
All right, let me prep. All right, so yes, thank you. So
Yep.
now we can see it. So now you see at first I thought that the vegetables stood for the country, but it don't. And then I thought maybe the server number stood for the country, but it don't. Because look at when you go to France, we have a 6, and there will be some servers that are in the same country. There'll be, let's say there's a 10 in US and one in Germany.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not always the server. Goes up to server 24. Server 24, and you can see the vegetables. Because look at here. Server 18 in Germany, right? Server 18 in Germany is, what's the yellow thing? Hot pepper? Diana thinks hot pepper.
Yeah,
It could be. That could be a hot pepper.
could be.
And then, but 18 in France is a hot pepper. So I don't know. I don't know.
It's like it's no official like word on.
It is. It's kind of messed up, but I will say, folks, as a backup, use it, because I think that this could be something that you might be able to use for a while, or well, for a little while. It's free. Use it. I don't know how long it's going to be around, but the links play very quick. I mean, when I've tried the links, 9 times out of 10, the link played, and it played within 4 to 5 seconds. It has its own resolver. Plays really good. So I saw that KodiApps has it up on the link, up on the list. So this may be something for you guys to check out. You said, so you guys had talked about this. You guys tried it.
Oh yeah, like we covered this app like a while ago when it first dropped, and it was smooth. I only checked out the live TV portion of it though. Like saw some news, played it for like 7 minutes to see if it was going to be stable while buffering, and yeah, it was working.
Yeah, the live works pretty well. Again, don't bank on it. Don't say that this is what I'm going to watch my pay-per-view and invite a bunch of people over.
Right.
But is an extra option, like Penn says, it's a backup. It's a great option for your backup. And I will say the TV shows and movies play pretty good. I don't know how long it'll be around. May not be around long, but use it as long as it's around. I really, when I looked at it, I was waiting to see some type of charge, or we're saying, hey, pay to be a member. Maybe they're just trying to offer it to get people used to it and then hit you with the charge on the back end, which is, I call it the drug dealer way. You know, it's like get you hooked on it. And once you're hooked to it, then say, oh, by the way, that's going to be $5 a month. Oh, sure. I'll pay $5 a month because I'm used to it.
Yeah, I mean, if people like the app and they decide to charge later on for it, you know, you support it and you like to look up it, feel up it, and how it performs, then you can support the developer for sure. No issue. You know, just know what you're getting yourself into with that.
Yeah. I
That's
mean,
all.
yeah, it is what it is. Don't get your feelings hurt if it's gone tomorrow, because
Right.
these things are here today, gone tomorrow. So
Yup, exactly.
you don't invest in. I'm gonna invest in a year. Okay, invest in a year, but guess what? It might be gone tomorrow. If what you've invested, you're okay with losing that tomorrow, fine. Then you're good. Mark says it works great on iOS. It works good. Like I said, I just found it to not work really well on my computer today. Kenneth, what's up?
Hey, what's up, Ken?
Thanks. Thanks is best quality. Again, it works really, really well for free stuff. The name of the app is watch.com. Watched. WATCHED. Watched.com. Check it out. It has when I go to this, let's see, it says get it at the Google Play Store, which that ain't gonna last long. Android at the Apple Store, Windows, Mac, and Linux is what they have right here on their website. I can't see them staying long once they get popular on the Google Play Store. That's just me. I'm thinking Google Play tends to be a little bit more. If they get reported to Google, Google will say that's the end of that. Use it as long as you can. It's free. Check it out. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Because
So,
you know, when one app goes down, you know, there's other things that's going to take its place, and this is just one of the things that's hot and still able to use. So take advantage of it out there if you like options.
and you're right. One of the things here what Johnny says, Players Club did this, what you said, and that is true. I call it the drug dealer. Or the IPTV stalker for the folks that remember IPTV stalker, how they did it. And the reason why I say drug dealer way. All right, so I remember. Do you guys remember the Ronald Reagan? I don't know, Penn. Do you remember Ronald Reagan and Nancy Reagan and Ronald Reagan? They had this war on drugs, and they had the commercial. They had this commercial. They had this commercial way back in. I guess it was the early '90s. And it was this commercial of this, I want to say this kid, preteens. He was in his teens, like early teens. And he says, here's some drugs. And he says, here, Johnny, give this to all your friends. And Johnny, this is the actual name the kid said. Here, Johnny, give this to all your friends. And he says, what do I do with it? He says, you give it for free. He says, what do you mean? He goes, give it to all your friends for free. And Johnny goes, oh, and then we charge it when they come back. And the guy says, that's right, Johnny. That's what we do. And I guess because I remember that commercial. Well, Blindseye says that was in the 80s. I remember that commercial. And it says, that's right, Johnny. We charge them when they come back. Because once you get them hooked, that's when you start to charge them. You don't charge them on the front end. So to me, this is that type of an add-on or APK. Let's get them hooked on it. And Stalker did this. Then they charged them on the back end of it. Stalker gave it away for free for 3 or 4 months. Free to everybody. Anybody can use it. And then like, oh, hey, guess what? From now on, it's going to be, I don't know what it was, $3 or $4 a month or $5 a month. And then they slowly started increasing the charge, and then it became a cluster. Look at everyone remembers. Just say no. Just say no. That's right. That's what Nancy Reagan told us. So yeah, check it out. Keep the options, and part of this is that this is a hobby for us. Cord cutting needs to be your hobby. If you're wanting to save money from the cable company, satellite company, you've got to invest some time. If you're not willing to invest some time, you're not going to reap the benefits, because you're going to find things to break or stop working, and you're going to get frustrated, and then you're going to call up DirecTV or Dish Network or Spectrum, Comcast, whoever you pay. You're going to call them up because you're frustrated because it's not working. If you're willing to invest the time for research to say, hey, what are the new options? What are the new directions? What are the new backups? Like Penn says, give us some backups. Then that's how you keep things, stay on top of things. Eddie, I was playing that on a TiVo stick, which is Android TV. So maybe double check your install, re-download it, double check the who.tv, double check that. But that was on a TiVo stick that you guys saw that. So Eddie, that was on a TiVo stick. So that was 100% Android. I have it on the Shield, and I was messing around with it today, just seeing if it was working.
And then it's like you were saying earlier, like today is all about options. Like I'm pretty sure you had your fair share of experiences of like services going down unexpectedly, and you know, a big shutdown around this time last year, and then some were prepared and others weren't. But when things come about and when things happen, you know, it's important to think long term and to sort of like future proof yourself, like set up some additional options or different services that so that when things happen, you know, you're not just stuck.
Yeah, you got to be prepared. Eddie, I don't know, maybe it's the version of Android you're on. That's possibly could be the issue. I don't know what Android version you're on a tablet. Again, people say they tried it on their Shield. I know I had it on my Shield. And the TiVo stick, just had it on the TiVo stick, and you guys saw it, even though you only saw so much of the screen because of my video capture device. But it works fine. So another option, Penn, you did a video just yesterday. Was it yesterday or today?
I did a video yesterday on Jellyfin, how to set it up.
Jellyfin. So Jellyfin. So I was going to post a link in here on a comparison. Oh shoot, I closed the window. There was a comparison on some of our options: Plex, MB, Jellyfin, and Kodi. And that's some really good. I was going to share. Yeah, I can share the screen. Okay. Let's see. I will just share this tab, and then we can talk about it.
Cool.
Okay. So I got that. Yeah. All right. So let me make this bigger because. All right. So I guess we can see that. Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. That's good.
No thanks. Get out of here. This thing is determined. All right, there. Okay. Okay, so some of the issues, and you talked about Jellyfin. So what are some of the benefits to Jellyfin if you cover just some basics on that?
All right. So one of the benefits or the big benefits of Jellyfin is that it's free and it's open source, and they are not locking their app behind a paywall, which is similar to how MB is with certain features, and definitely with Plex. The ability to view trailers, Also, the ability to stream to multiple devices while having to pay an access fee or to an app on a particular Android device. Jellyfin comes in mind with that because it gives you freedom. It's pretty much you can set it up how you would normally set up a Plex or an MB, but you don't have to deal with the licensing or payments that's involved with the other two applications, which what makes it nice.
And for I'll say for people that have Plex or MB, somewhat the same type of setup. When you have Plex or MB, it's somewhat the same. You're going to add a folder or a drive and say, that's where my media is. And it's going to scan that drive. And then it's going to add it to your library. Jellyfish does the same thing. Plex and MB both charge. There's either a monthly, yearly, or lifetime subscription to both, I would think. I know Plex has those. I don't know.
Yeah, MB has a similar thing to Plex Pass where they charge users monthly, yearly, or they have certain lifetime deals. I assume that they send emails out for.
Okay. So if you're a person so where this benefits for I try to cover a lot of streaming stuff. So this would not be for your I want to click on something and just watch it and it's on the internet. Stream. This is not for you. If you're a person that says I want to create my own library so that if the internet goes down or I want to have that content that I want locally, these would be the services that you'd want to use, the Plex or the MB or the Jellyfin. And I want to be able to watch this content anywhere I go and be able to access it and watch it. The three of those, Plex, MB, and Jellyfin, do that. Plex and MB have a cost. Jellyfin does not. That's the biggest. To me, Jellyfin was very similar to setting up a Plex server.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you tell it what folder it's in, and then you say, what's in that folder? Is it movies? Is it TV? Is it music? I think, and then they had something else. Mixed content.
Yeah, a mixed content. Photography, things like that. Like you have some home photos of the family.
You're right.
That. Yeah, you can add those in. Just how you add it into Plex and MB as far as setup.
Yep, and you're right. Yeah, I forgot about the photos because you can add your photos, and you add that. And so if you're somewhere else with your phone or your tablet or your laptop, you can access that server. And or let's say you are the tech savvy person in your family, and you're like, you know what? I got a hard drive here. I'm going to put the content on my hard drive. And then I'm going to allow my family members to be able to access that content and to view it, be it the video, the TV, movie, or pictures, whatever it is. You set that up and you say, I allow this, I don't allow that. So it doesn't allow your whole computer. Some people think, oh, well, I'm not sharing my whole computer. No, you tell it what folders you want to share. So it is an awesome option. And you did a video, and you walked through basically setting it up. How to share a folder. I mean, you said, here's a folder. You did what, a YouTube video. You said, here's my YouTube video.
Yeah, I wanted to use my own platform as an example because although I wanted to show the full setup, installation, and all that, but as far as getting the content scanned in, it was the best scenario to just use my own platform. So that way I don't have to worry about any of the copyright trolls spying on it and just say, hey, well, it's my own video I created. So I provided a paid option in terms of the downloading for educational purposes and also a free option in the video as well. So if you look at the video, you will see step by step on how to set up Jellyfin. And it's a nice alternative for sure.
Well, and Blindseye says Jellyfin looks a lot like Envy. It is a fork of
Yeah.
Envy.
It's a fork of Envy. Before they went closed.
Yeah. So it works really well. Again, if you're a person that's, I want to create my own library, personal library. It's not hard, you guys, especially if you have a debrid service.
Yeah.
And people talk about, I'm worried, I don't want to get in trouble. Okay, so if you have a debrid service of any sorts, you can get the content without worries of I'm going to get in trouble by, my ISP or whatever. So if you have a debrid service, you can get this content. Let's say you have a hard drive, however big, and you put that stuff on there. Share just that folder, not your whole computer. You share just that folder, and you share it. And again, you're not sharing it with everybody. You're sharing it with the people you add to your library. With my Plex, it's the same type of idea. I add people to my Plex, my family members. I'm like, hey, you can watch my Plex. I don't have a ton of stuff on my hard drive. I got a little portable hard drive, but I have certain content and they can watch it. They can watch it right from my Plex. So it gives a lot of options. Not everything fits everybody. I didn't realize about the live TV stuff until I was reading this. That it's good for support of IPTV. Which
MB and Jellyfin handles it better than Plex when it comes to the well, I know with the M3U formats. Jellyfin, it does work with some providers. You just have to tweak it a bit. It's not exactly stable. MB would be the better platform if you want a stable network of channels with the VOD included.
Mm-hmm.
But Jellyfin is working its way up there for sure.
One of the things about free content, so I post, like you guys can see this with the plugins. All right, so Kodi, because the Kodi's his first one, and you can see that free content is pretty high on that. Plex is only high because Plex is offering a lot of free movies and TV shows. All right, so I'm gonna be honest with you. Most of that stuff I'm not gonna want to watch, and maybe some other people would, but I'm not. Kodi would offer to me, I would give Kodi 4 stars and Plex 3 stars. Even if the number is higher in Plex, the stuff I'm willing to watch is a whole lot less. So plugins, where you see where it's got plugins, of course, Kodi has more plugins because it's open source. Offline viewing, you can see where that user management, which I felt like all of them are pretty easy to use. Library sharing, Kodi would be your lowest on that. And again, the Plex, MB, and Jellyfin would be the highest because you set up a library. I mean, that's what you do. I mean, you set up a library. You say, I share this folder.
And you know what I like about this source is that it's giving you the extra options as far as MBCon, MB for Kodi, and Jellyfin for Kodi, as well as Plex. Like, and those are nice alternatives as well.
Yes.
If you still want to be used to the Kodi interface, but change it up as well. You have full flexibility with that route too, if you wish.
Yep, exactly. I mean, you can install the add-on and use it via Kodi, and so it offers that. Long term, it gives that. I didn't realize that Plex has a good chance of being bought out. When I read this, like, what? What's being bought out? The two things here, and to me, all right. So Kodi, open source,
right?
Open source platform. Plex and MB are closed source, which means they have more control about what's on their platform. They have more control. So if they want to get rid of something, they can close it and it's gone. Jellyfin and Kodi are like, you know what? This is open, community-based, open source code. We're not locking nothing down. Everything is open. That's two different mindsets. So Even though I have Plex and I have no issues, that's the big difference between Plex and Emby is it's closed source. They're not giving up their code to everybody and allowing other people to add to their code. And then you see support and
Right.
maintenance. Kodi has an active community. Let's see, Plex, it says developers slow to respond, but active on forums. Okay, I can agree with that. They say Emby, developers are responsive, active community. Well, yeah. And then again, I look at the two far the ones that are open source are very responsive to the community and to their users
Right.
because they depend on them. I mean, they need them to stay responsive. So great. I mean, this site here, smarthomebeginners.com, and it gave me this. I saw this today and I was like, wow, I like this. It really gives you a layout of pros and cons to each thing. I'm still a Kodi guy.
Could you put that in the side chat for me? I'm gonna check that out later on.
Yeah, but
that's a nice source. And also, since it was doing like those comparison charts, I'm not sure if it had like a category in it, but have you heard about the My SQL for Kodi and how it can relate, to the other servers, as far as ease of use. So generally, let's say you're doing something local. So the My SAQ for Kodi, like if you have more than one Kodi device on your local network, then you might have to have everything synchronized in terms of your libraries, where if you watch a show or a movie, when you press pause or stop it, it remembers where you left off at. So if you only want to go the Kodi route, the My SAQ, My SQL, my apologies, but that would be how you would go about it. The thing is that it seems to be some complications with it, and the ease of use is just not there, which is why Plex and Emby, as another option, those are around because it can easily sync and remember where you left off and track and all that. So I thought that was pretty cool while I was doing my research about the My SQL, versus the sync of the other apps like Emby and Plex.
What reminds me of when I used to talk to Mid would be like, "Oh, this is how you need to do it." Not everybody has the patience or want to learn on some of that stuff. Where if you went to the MySQL, you can learn it and learn the code and change some things and make it work. Most people are like, I just want plug and play. And that was, I remember him showing us the MySQL, and he'd be like, here's a link to this. And it would show you how to do it, but you'd actually have to do it. You'd actually have to do the work to get it to work.
Right.
Whereas your Plex or your Emby or your Jellyfin, they've made it easy for you, so you don't have to actually do some of this stuff. So,
and the thing about it is that nowadays, people just want to, sit back and press play. And you've used some of the applications, some of the automation tools, such as Sonar and Radar, and they do just that. They do majority of the work for you. So
but there is a setup part of that on the front end.
Yep, it is. It is a learning curve to it, but once you get everything set up properly with the different servers and all that, and the settings to configure it, it's pretty much hands off with some user intervention. Of course,
it is very easy once you get it set. But most people, are they willing to invest on that front end? I just feel like a lot of times people don't even want to invest on that front end part of it. Which, what works for you works for you. If you're a person that's want to just click and go, fine, you click and go. If you're a person that, hey, I want to spend a little time to learn and download it myself, you can do that. but it just depends on how much time you're willing to invest to get you to that point. And sometimes each of those things cost differently. Just like, all right, so to fix for me to fix a meal of steak and potato and a salad, I know what that's going to cost me if I want to eat that here.
Mhm.
If I want to go to Outback and I say I want a steak, potato, and a salad, what's it going to cost me there? So for them to fix it for me, bring it to me, it's going to cost me, let's say, $25.
Okay.
You know, let's not argue about the cost. Let's just say $25 for them to bring me a salad, potato, and a steak. But if I buy that myself, it's going to cost me $10 or $15. And the same thing with streaming, or your streaming. You may be able to get away with spending $15. Let's just say $15 for that content. Or if you want someone to give everything to you so that you don't have to do any work, all you do is click, just like you sit down at the table at Outback and they bring you the food, then it's going to cost you $25. Each of them costs a different depending on how much work. So there's a little bit of work to go into it. And some people find that work, some people find that fun.
Yeah.
You or me find that as, hey, that's a challenge. Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, and I understand like convenience factor, versus let's say putting some effort or hard work into it. But I'll give you an example what stood out clearly with me. I don't know if anybody heard of Crunchyroll, but they're a premium service and they offer anime, manga, and different deals regarding Japanese culture. So lately, I've been hitting the forums up on Reddit, seeing what's going on with the APK, seeing if it's still up, stable. And for the past month or so, it's been quite a bit of people that have been saying that it's been many issues with the service. Things have been down. People have been paying the premium price, the top dollar, and things are not working as expected. And the question was asked in the forum about starting up your own server. And pretty much people got a little offended about it costing, $10,000, which is an insane number because
No,
it doesn't cost anywhere near that. So, I mean, look,
yeah.
does it cost anywhere near that to start a server?
No. But no, I remember people in the Kodi community that said, "Oh, my server's going to cost me $5,000. We need to create this. We need to have a GoFundMe." And damn, if people didn't donate to it, it's like, no, it doesn't cost that. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, but I was like, wow, because 10 grand, it definitely wouldn't cost anywhere near that. But it's this idea of, what and how much you're willing to research. And I was always one of those, I was always want to research and always, be curious about certain things and, do a lot of Googling and try things out. And to me, the best APK is the APK that you can control, your own content. You put what you want in there specifically, and you have a backup to where if something happens, then you still have your media, or at least the files that you care about or that you want to archive for long term for educational purposes. But relying on services like Crunchyroll is cool, it's convenient to support, the developers and all that, but based on what I've been looking at and researching lately, their stuff been up and down, and just I don't like up and down. I like something that's stable, which is why I took the time to make sure that whatever I'm going to be getting into, that it stays up, it's proper, and everything's secured.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things that you have to look into when you go away from those type of services.
And as a lot of, like I said, with Penn, when Penn first joined, and I said about him teaching you how to do a lot of stuff to be independent. When we're going to be cord cutters, okay, so I think sometimes people think, well, cord cutter means I'm free. For everything else is free. I cut the cord, it's free. Yes and no. Yes, it can be free, but is the quality going to be what you want it to be? No. So you need to figure out and do a little bit of work and a little bit of research and say, you know what, I'm going to invest a little bit of time and knowledge and to learn how to do things to be able to get what I want at a lower or at a very low price compared to what I'm paying every month. All right. So honestly, folks, if you're paying for cable internet TV, at the lowest, you're paying $70 a month.
Mhm.
That's low. At the highest, you might be paying $200 a month, depending on what packages you're paying for. So you say, oh, well, I want to cut the cord. So you got to have internet. So we're going to say internet. Let's just say your internet's 70 or 80 bucks. Let's say 80 bucks. Your internet's 80 bucks. So your internet's 80 bucks. You got to pay for that. So you say, my cable bill is $200. Now it's going to be $80 because of the internet. Now, what things can I add to that to keep my bill down? A debrid service, and I don't care what's debrid service you sign up for. I'm not here to sell you on any of them. There's all debrid, which has been up and down. Don't sign up for that because it's having all kinds of issues. Real debrid, which is the cheapest, tends to have the most issues. A lot of people have issues, but very inexpensive, great starter package. And then you have premiumized. There's other services, but I'm not going to talk about it because their market saturation is very small. You're talking let's say $8 to $10 a month, or real debrid's $3 a month. So $3 to $10 a month that you're paying for a debrid service. So you're paying 80 bucks for your internet. Let's tack on 10 bucks. Let's just say you're paying for real debrid. Just say you're paying 10 bucks a month. So now you're paying 90 bucks a month for your internet with premiumized, which again, premiumized and real debrid is going to be pulling somewhat the same content, not exactly, but very close. You're going to be able to pull any TV show, movie, anything that's not live that you want to watch. And you're paying $90 a month. You're not paying the $200 that you were before. If you wanted a premium live TV service, let's say it's cost you 10 bucks a month. Now you're up to 100. You're up to 100 bucks a month. So those gives and takes. That is it as perfect as the cable TV that I was paying for? No, but what am I getting compared to what the cable and how much am I saving? Right. I tell people all the time, pay for a cable, pay for an antenna outside. Put an antenna outside because there's locals channels that are free. That once you put an antenna outside, then you're done. It's free from there on. There's no cost. And then you get all your local ABC, NBC, PBS, CBS, maybe multiple channels of each, depending on where you're located at. And then you're like, hey, I can watch my local news. I can watch my local ABC channel. I can see Monday Night Football. Or is Monday Night Football on ABC now? Or I can't remember.
I'm not sure.
I can't remember. One's on ESPN and one's on ABC and one's NBC or Fox. So you're able to see it. So when you watch my show or you're watching some of these other cable cord cutting things, it's not all about being free. It's about giving you options, and the cheaper options tend to be a little bit more work.
Yeah.
They will be a little bit more work, and the free option or the lower end options will cost you a little bit more. You're gonna have to pay more for the ease. So you guys got to figure out And again, we giving you options when Penn talks about putting stuff on Plex and stuff. You put stuff on a local hard drive then I don't care if the internet goes out. You got it.
Right.
Don't forget senior deals. Yes, Republic of Streamers. Yes, if you're senior or low income, sometimes you can get deals on this stuff. So don't be scared of that. I will say, I don't know, Penn, if you've ever done it. Have you ever argued with your internet company?
Not really. Just made suggestions, really, but not have like an argument with them.
Well, yeah, I've went to my internet company and said, I'm turning this in, I'm done with this, and they'll give you a deal. Kind of like XM Radio. I have XM Radio. Every year I threaten to cancel XM Radio, and they go from $210 a year to I got it this year for $99. Total of out the door cost, $99. I'm like, yeah, I'll pay for that. So
yeah, 'cause it sounds more reasonable.
Yeah. I'm like $99, and I'm thinking, break it down in months. That's $8 a month. Yeah, I'm willing to pay $8 a month for my XM radio.
Okay.
Now, I wasn't willing to pay $20 a month or $18 a month for my XM radio, but you do the same thing with your cable company. Sometimes you can threaten them. Sometimes they're like, no, that's the cost. So that's where we try to give you options and say, you know what, I'll do this a little bit differently. I'll get just internet. And if you do just internet, a little bit of work, we can save you some money. Or I don't say we, me or Penn or numerous other YouTubers can save you money if you're willing to put in a little work, a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you just have to be, motivated, like, and see, how much value you can gain from it and how much you can save. Like, what I talk behind the scenes with individuals, and they're excited about, cutting the cord and getting the setup. I like to hear people motivated because that tells me that they're ready and they're ready to take the next step. If you have uncertainty about cutting the cord or going a different route, then maybe perhaps you need to do some more research or look into other options. But the tools of today, like, it is no better time to save some big money. And there are definitely ways to go about it. Certain ways to go about it, that is.
And I think you're right about today, because the way that the laws are set up, we are in a time where you can do this. Do I think that laws are going to catch up to this? Oh, most definitely. Because the cable companies, networks, the Motion Picture Association, all those other companies are going to have money to throw at Washington, D.C. As we saw if you want a precursor, take a look at the UK. And I love my UK folks, but take a look at UK folks that all have to use a VPN. Because the laws that are in effect now that the cable companies are able to mandate or to put in place, that most of those people have to use a VPN. In the US, Canada, you don't have to use a VPN. Or maybe I got some Mexico friends. So you don't have to use a VPN here. But it's only a matter of time before that catches up. So say a dollar saved today is $1 in your damn pocket. So save it today. If tomorrow they change the law where you can't save that dollar, fine. That's $1 you can't save tomorrow, but you saved one today. We have so many ways of saving through some of these APKs. The Syncler, and then we talked about the Watch TV. Use these options that we give you, folks. Use the options because they're there. And that option may be here for a couple months and then it's gone. Fine, it's gone. But guess what? I saved this month. because that's what your bank account knows is what you saved right now. Redneck says saved 1,000 since I gave the finger to the cable company, and you can. I've been a cord cutter for 7 years, if not 8, but I'll even go before then. I was already a cord cutter, but my family wasn't. If that makes sense to you guys, because convincing your family to cut the cord is the hardest thing. For me to cut the cord wasn't hard. To convince my family to cut the cord was the hard part. So, but I was a total cord cutter for at least 7 to 8 years that I've not paid for other than internet. So you can do it. And I watch NFL. I watch NBA. I watch when the fights come on Saturday night. I watch it. You just gotta do a little work. It's a little work. We're not gonna. You're not spoon fed. You got to do a little work to get that information, which is fine.
Right. But the amount
Jason says, "Ride it till the wheels fall off."
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I'll ride that watched add-on. I'm telling you, folks, check out that watched add-on for live TV. Highly impressed. I was highly impressed. Will it last? No idea.
Yeah.
Penn says he talked about it a couple months ago. I saw it just a few weeks ago. And now it's number 3 in KodiApps. I love KodiApps, guy, but it worries me when I see it run up when it runs to the top of his list. That's not a good thing, because that means more people are using it. Means more exposure. Means more possible more heat.
Yeah, more risk of it being shut down.
Yeah, exactly. So hey, thanks you, Jason. Yeah, I mean, each of us do our own thing. Next Level Tech doing his own thing. Rojas doing his own thing. A Sharon who does her own stuff. Numerous people doing videos. If you guys just follow some of us, maybe you don't like me, you don't like my voice, you don't like whatever my format is. I don't care. Follow some of these other people and you're going to learn some things. And you're going to save some money. That's what this is about. I'm about saving you money or my family money. More of my family money, because I care about my family. I want them to save money. But I do the show because I want to save you money. I can't make you listen. Can't make you watch. Definitely not the biggest YouTuber out there. Don't want to be. I don't. If I am, I am. I whatever. I just do my videos. So, Penn, we're gonna go ahead because I'm at 2 hours, and I'm trying to stay under 2 hours. So, anything you want to close up? Anything that you've got coming up, or videos you want to tell people, point people to?
Oh, for sure. Well, if you haven't seen the jellyfin setup demonstration, make sure you go check that out on my channel. And also check out my latest video. I uploaded something early in the morning about a request app called Ombi, and it is a nice alternative that you can use to either extend your panel or have something already in the works to where you can, work with your family and friends or potential clientele. And it's something unique. It's something different. And it's another option out here.
I posted your YouTube channel over here.
Okay, thank you.
So people should be able to check that out. And again, one of the reasons I like Penn, and he does videos that are not your cookie cutter. And and this is not slighting any of the other guys, because Next Level and Rojas do some awesome freaking videos. But I think Penn is, you got what, over just at 1,000 video subscribers.
I think I hit it last week sometime.
1,000 subscribers, and I'm telling you, this guy is doing videos that are not your cookie cutters. they're not your cookie cutter videos, and so definitely check him out. I posted the URL over there. Check him out, as well as Next Level and Rojas, who those guys are doing their own stuff too, and they're doing their product videos. And I didn't even get to talk about the Google TV or I didn't even cover my Google Docs, which, well, whatever. So I wasn't able to cover anything because I'll blame me for talking too damn much. So, but so check out any of those guys. You saw those guys posted over there. You'll see Rojas, Next Level, Penn, Shrinking Sharon, Cam, Next Level or Tech Reviews. JJ Cord Cutter's coming on shortly, if not within the next half hour. So we have that going on. Alban, you owe us dabs, and that is because we have Wednesday nights. What's Wednesday? What's the movies Wednesday night? Do you remember, Penn?
Oh, what? Like, they're in a group. Like, I think one was the Ray movie. Wait, let me check.
Ray, which was 2004. Thank you, because I would have never remembered it. Ray, which Eddie did it, and In America.
Okay.
By Alban. So that is on Wednesday. Play or pass. Pop. Roger posted that over there. Wednesday, 5 p.m. And that's fun. Penn, you're on there.
Oh yeah. We talk movies.
Yeah, just talk movies. No tech. So don't bring your tech questions there. It's just movie. Whatever the movies we're talking about. In America and Ray. Thank you, Roger. I think this would be some. Huh?
I mean, we're talking about streaming, really. Like what we're watching.
Peter Smith, let's see. I've been watching Cody Matter since your rant on matches. Oh, Mitch, that was Mitch's place. Oh, Peter, that was. I'll be honest. That was because he talked bad about news centers and he lied, numerous lies. I won't say lies. Let's say he was misinformed about a lot of stuff. And I felt like I needed to set some things straight. And that was one of the videos that I'm the least proud of because I don't like to call out people. There's numerous people that if I wanted to do a video or on this platform, I could say this person, that person, whatever. They've done me wrong. They've said wrong. They've lied about me. They've posted memes about me. No, that's not what this platform's about. I don't care. Mitch, that video when I did Mitch's place was the only one that I broke that rule because I was so mad because he was talking about my friends. Penn, you've probably, if you've had someone talking about, if someone was talking just lies about Sharon or Ken or tech reviews, you're like, wait, whoa, you're bold-faced lying.
Yeah. It's been a lot of that going around, but we try to stay calm and collected, but some things has been out of place. But hey, what can you say?
Yeah, you do the best you can. And again, the Mitch's video, I apologize because I was trying to set the record straight, and I probably shouldn't. Well, I don't know. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have made whatever. So again, thanks for you guys watching. I know we went over 2 hours. It is what it is. And I'm feeling pretty good. I'm thinking in 1 or 2 more beers, I'll be feeling all right for the night. And I want to thank Penn. I want to thank the old geezer for jumping in for a little while, even though his mic was jacked up. Geezer, wear a headset because I kept echoing and it drove me crazy for a while. Majin, was it Majin? Majin. I think it was Majin. Thanks for joining. And for people that when we talked about Syncler, we talked about the Syncler app, and he jumped in here. Check it out. I'm not sure how many links I'll post for you guys. Ask me on Streaming Matters. I'll give you information there. I try not to put too much stuff out here. But those are some apps. Check them out. See if they work for you. I want to give props to all the people that are working in the community, and major props to the guy that was working on Shadow. He is retired. I don't want to say he's retiring. He just says he's done with updating Shadow. So I just want to say thank you to him for his work, for the months of work and listening to the users and adding crap. As when someone would ask for something, he would add it. And happy Thanksgiving's Day to Canada. Canada's weekend. This is their Thanksgiving. So, yep, it's this weekend. It's actually Sunday. So happy Thanksgiving to Canada on Sunday. So I'll send. Well, I have to give Blue a call and say happy Thanksgiving. Eat you a turkey, and ours is next month. So happy Thanksgiving. Yeah. She's catching up with the wolves. Raised by Wolves.
Okay, yeah. I gotta.
Yeah, Raised by Wolf, because I told her I was on episode 6, and she says, yeah, I can get on this. Yeah, there. Look at this. Yep. Next level says, my weekend, I'm eating the Canadian geese. And Eddie, who's up in Canada too. So happy Canada Day. Happy Thanksgiving. Well, I should say happy Thanksgiving. So, my baby's watching. Look at this. She's watching. So happy Thanksgiving to everyone up in Canada. And we'll see you. And you know what? Because Streaming Matters